I'm Ilya Marchenko.
I'm Dennis Kudla.
I'm Jesper de Jong.
I'm Henry Laakson.
I am Francisco Cerundolo,
and you are listening to the Game to Love podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Game to Love tennis podcast play-by-play live stream. I will be your host this evening. My name is Covey. Before I start the stream, I just wanted to acknowledge one of our, some unfortunate news, one of our regulars in the GTL fam, regulars in the comments section, just a young kid named Lamberto from Italy. He was only 17 years old, has unfortunately passed away in a car accident a few days ago. So I just wanted to acknowledge that he had a really nice impact on this community. He was always respectful, very, very insightful, intelligent, knowledgeable, and just for someone so young, had a really amazing grasp of the game of tennis, especially some of the high nuance stuff as well. He was a fierce loyalist to the Italian players, loved Berrettini and Sinner. I was actually thinking over the weekend, I mean, there's no consolation when someone so young passes on, but I'm glad that he got to that Sinner match against Alcaraz, where they duked it out, one of the nicest matches and one of the last matches that he saw as well. So just kind of made me feel a little bit okay, but it has been tough news. And so I just wanted to say, you know, rest in peace to Lamberto and to his family. We feel for you. It's just a terrible loss at such a young age. Such a kind person from all accounts. I'd only known him since November, but right away we were friendly right from the chats and nothing but great things to say. So rest in peace, Lamberto. The GTL fam definitely is going to miss you, and we hope you're watching down on us and enjoying some tennis from wherever you are. All right, folks. So I'm just the match here is just about to start. It's always a little tough to get from something so tragic and severe, but the match is beginning here. So in just a second, we'll get you to do your predictions. But yeah, if anyone has anything to say in the comments regarding Lamberto, please feel free. And I'll mention it later in case more people, and there's obviously going to be some people who don't know. So we'll keep you updated maybe between sets. I'll mention it again. But as for the match, we've got the American number one, world number 3, Jess Pegula. She's number 1 in this tournament versus number 12 in this tournament, 33 in the world, Paula Badosa, who's having a nice little resurgence of late. So and Pegula just steady as ever, one of the best returners on the women's side, becoming really dangerous in that aspect, and just an energizer bunny. He's played about 40 matches, including doubles so far this year. So she is serving first, and she is up 30 love. We're on the beautiful light, very, very, it's almost like a grayish green clay in Charleston, South Carolina. Almost looks like, with the white lines, almost looks kind of like an X-ray, sort of. I love the look of it, accented by the kind of purpley blue signs from the WTA. It just goes really well. It's a beautiful court. So, anyways, we'll get into it. Let me know your predictions of this match, and I'll let you know mine as well right after this, folks. All right. So as Jess Pegula concedes 1 point here on her serve, she's now up 40-15. It was just 40 love. Let me know in the comments. So we got Joe Robinson saying Badosa 6-2, 3-6, 7-5. We've got Ted Nervander from Finland saying looks like Badosa is going to win 6-1, 3-6, 7-5 in 2 hours and 21 minutes. We got Emma. Hello, Emma. Great to have you as always. And saying, let's go, Jesse. Also acknowledging our friend Lamberto. I would just like to say something on the very tragic loss of our friend Lammy before the stream starts. He was a bright, young, and very intelligent a young man who is just full of joy and happiness. I will never forget how he made us all laugh. And every time he came in a chat, he would light up the place with his charm and character. Rest in peace, Lamberto. You're dearly missed. Yes, Ghost saying, well said, Emma. Covey, sorry for the sad start. It's okay. It's what can we do, right? We can just remember Lamberto for all the nice things that he brought to the chat and the tennis, the passion, the excitement. So yeah, really tough, but I'm sure he would want the show to go on. Yeah, I just really feel, especially for his family, his mother, and stuff like that. And by the way, if anyone does want to know more about the funeral stuff, you can look in our description box. There's a Discord channel, and if you join that, there's a section on Lamberto information. So thought I'd throw that out there. Back to the match now. Emma's saying, what a comeback Jess accomplished against Pegula last night. Jessica against Pegula. Oh, Begu. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I actually. So honestly, I've been so beginning of the first week of the month is always most busy for me, doing the property management type of stuff. So I haven't been following as much as I would like to. I have seen some highlight packs, but I haven't been closely following. I know that in Houston they just finished their first round today, believe it or not. They had like 3-4 straight days of just rained out. By the way, Max saying hi to everyone. Hello, Max. Great to have you. Las Vegas's finest. I like your well-written statement about Lamberto. I wish he was still here right now. Yes, definitely. Yeah, very, very, very sad. All right. And Ghost at it again. I agree with Ted. Peg bad. There you go. Laughing so much, says Emma. Okay, folks. So, by the way, these players they've faced each other once before last year in Miami. However, it went 20 minutes, and after I think it was 5 games, Badosa was down 4-1. She retired from the match. I'm not exactly sure. I don't recall what the issue was, what sort of injury. But she did not complete the match, and so that's the only time they faced each other. Never on clay. And Badosa now serving, and it is love 15. Little bit of coffee. Just took Gobi to the park. Okay. Ooh, nice serve out wide, and the return from Pegula is just a hair wide. And the umpire comes down. That was clearly out. I don't even know she came down, but it is 15 all now. How come they're not updating the score? Yeah, something's wrong. Even on TV, oh, there we go. They've updated it. Here we go. And ace up the tee now for Badosa. So 30-15 now. All right, we got sorry, I was just reading some of the comments there on the side. Here we go. Badosa and Pegula into a nice little rally. Backhand Badosa. Drop shot Pegula. Badosa gets there. Forehand cross court, and it's just called wide, but it was. Oh, no, the chair umpire overruled and called it in. I was going to say, I thought that was in. And what a rally there, folks. A long one. That nice little drop shot. Wasn't a bad one at all. Badosa struck the ball from beneath the height of the net, so got a lot of whip, got it over, and then back dipping down, landing right on the line, I believe. 40-15 for the Spaniard. We got Max saying, I was sad that team lost today. I actually didn't even know that. I was just pretty much out all morning and then took my dog for a walk and then came on and set up about 12 minutes before this before the turn of the hour. By the way, it is 4:22 here in Vancouver, BC. I believe in North Carolina it's 7:22. They're 3 hours ahead. Same time zone as Miami. So for the players who went to both, no adjustment there in terms of body clock. We got a nice little rally. Badosa's at the net, volley, and then a lob over her from Pegula. Now she's at the baseline. Pegula makes her way up to the net. Now backhand to backhand. A forehand lob from Pegula, from Badosa now. Pegula back at the baseline, forehand, backhand Badosa, backhand slice Pegula, backhand slice Badosa. Now in the backhand slice up the line from Pegula, and then chopped from Pegula into the net. What a rally! That must have been at least 20 shots long. Great play, and Badosa holds to keep this match on serve early, just 2 games in. Nice little variety from both of the players, and then this whipper forehand, cross court from Badosa, and then the attempted squash shot from Pegula on the forehand side goes into the net. Badosa with a fist pump to her box and a big exhale. Ghost is asking, I'm not on the Discord. Does anyone know if Lamberto's family is accepting well wishes from his chat buddies? I'd like to send them my condolences. I think there's some funeral services stuff that might be online, potentially. Maybe someone who's in or when I get a chance in the Discord, maybe someone can ask if there's like an email address, or I don't know if you're on Instagram, but maybe that's another way. But we'll try and find something out there for you. Got Badosa. Backhand up the line as Pegula makes her way to the net, and the forehand volley goes just long, and it is 15-all here on the Pegula serve. Yeah, I'm saying if you want to send it to her, Ghost, yeah, I could pass on what you say if you want to do it there. Pegula, nice put away at the net, and it's 30-15 here. GTL crowd, GSL. This is one of our all-stars here on the community. GTL crowd a bit subdued this evening because I'm still processing Lamberto's absence, but life marches on. What a great tournament Charleston is. Yes, very, very true. If on both accounts that it is subdued for sure. Definitely, I can feel it on my end, and I will do my best here to bring the energy up. Yeah, it's just pretty. Just the first time I've done a stream because the news is pretty fresh. So yeah, I agree with you there. Charleston is a great tournament as well. Thank you for jumping in, Gary, as always, my friend. Harry Potter says, "Let's go, Badosa." Did not know Harry Potter was a tennis fan. Harry Potter in the house, says Emma. Ghost, okay, thank you. Let me ponder a bit, says Ghost. As Pegula holds, she takes that one game to 15, and we have our first real changeover where they actually sit down. Suwon Lim, hi Covey, hi everyone. Welcome, Suwon. Great to have you, buddy. Yeah, nice to have you in the chat. I haven't seen you in a few days. I know you were sick the last time you're under the weather. I hope you're feeling a lot better. That was a few days ago or over a week. So I definitely hope you're feeling better now. You're saying, my stream is like 2 points behind. We got Batman and Harry Potter. Oh my, says Ghost. Max, hello to Suwon Lim. Gary, I'm officially madly in love appropriately with Dasha K after her performance today. She is just so delightful to root for. Yeah, good win over Madison Keys. She was actually looked like she was about to lose the match in the second set. She was down, I think, 3-4. She'd been broken twice in a row, and Keys was just about to serve her way to a 5-2 lead there. And then Kasatkina was like, nope, breaks Keys, wins the next 2 games, so breaks for 4-all, and then she takes the next 2 and then just cruises. She was up 5-1 in the third set. She did end up getting broken once, but in the end, It was 6-3, I believe. So yeah, that was a really good match. Great effort from Kasatkina. She'd been 1-8 against Keys before that. So a good effort from her. And it was the first time they had played on clay as well. And I think being such a good mover and returner and just bringing the ball constantly back into play, it really helps her out there. So good effort. Also, Madison Keys piled up. She had 50 plus unforced errors, just tons and tons of unforced errors. But yeah, great effort. And I really loved how sweet, she's just so sweet in her post-match interview. So I totally agree with you there, Gary. Suwan, yes, has been covering, so I'm back and healthy. Suwan saying hi, Max. I'm crying again about Lamberto. I'm sorry, chat. It's okay, Max. You got to let it out. Pegula here. And Badosa are going at it. Badosa is serving at 1-2. Early here in the first set, we're on serve. Forehand Badosa, forehand chop Pegula, forehand inside out. And that's a winner from Badosa. She goes cross court, inside out. Beautifully struck ball there. God, that Dasha match was so topsy-turvy. So many breaks and deuce games. Yeah, there was it midway through the third set? They said there was 12. No, after 2 sets, they said there was 12 breaks. It was something like in the first 21 games, there's 12 breaks. Here's Badosa serving at 15 love. First serve into the net. Here we go, folks. Try and get a little more energy here. Second serve. Oh, that's a bad miss long there. So it's 15 all now. First double fault of the match for either player. It goes to Badosa. Emma saying, Max, it's a very hard time. Go saying, it's healthy. I cry all the time now that Pegula is winning so much. You have to let it out. Emma, easy solution. You just pause Covey till you catch up. I managed to sync him up to the action at the beginning of every stream. I often run 1 whole minute behind. Now, that's good advice. I actually do that too, because when I watch streams, watchalongs, when I'm not doing them, I watch it usually on my local channel, and it's about 35 seconds behind. The only thing is, I think the chat goes ahead. So sometimes people will be like, "Oh my God, what a break!" Like 30 seconds before the break happens. So that's the only kind of bummer. But what Gary says is the best way to do it. I think just pause it, and then and if it's like near a tense part of the match, just don't keep the chat all the way to the very bottom where it's updating by itself. If you just lift it up like one comment, it'll kind of pause there. So that's kind of like my trick to not get any spoilers if you are behind. Nice backhand to backhand rally here. Now backhand up the line. Attempt from Pegula. That goes wide, and it is now 30 all as Badosa was under a little bit of pressure there. Capricorn, Badosa playing well again. Yes, Cap, I agree. I think, but by the way, I didn't give my prediction. There was only a couple people that did predictions. If anyone came in late, no one's actually, there was 2 people that gave their predictions. But if you want to, I haven't given mine yet. I'll give you mine in just a second, in about 10 or 20 seconds. And anyone else, go for it in the comments right now if you want to have your predictions. You know what? I'll even press the button one more time. All right, folks. So my personal prediction is I think Badosa is gonna do it today. I think she's been playing really well. I think she's doing well on clay as well. Oh, they both are. This is their first tournament and they're both undefeated. But I'm gonna say Badosa is gonna take it in 3. Jess is gonna fight till the end. That's my prediction. We've got Ghost saying Pegula 6-4, 3-6, 7-5. So he may trash talk her all the way to the high heavens, but he is not biased against her being able to win. So you got to give him that, among other things. That's a good guy. Max saying for predictions, this match will possibly go into 3 sets. That's a very cautious prediction there, Max. But I agree with you there. I think it will go 3 in the end. Go saying I'm always fearful Badosa will have another injury. She's been unlucky that way. By the way, she does hold. It is 2 all now. Okay. Ghost saying, is Badosa from Spanish aristocracy? Aristocracy, I should say. I don't know much about her background. I don't think she is. Hey, it's not too bad. My stream's like a minute behind, says Emma. I think Pegula will be exhausted, Badosa to win. All right. On the Pegula serve, we got a rally going. Forehand now. Forehand Badosa. Forehand Pegula. Cross court goes long. It is love 15. Ghost, you've got to save your tears when Pegula wins. LOL. There you go. All right. So Jess Pegula rocking the Adidas kit. We'll get into that in just a second. So she's serving at love 15. We're on serve 2-all here early. Well, I guess midway through the first set, but early in the match still. Oh, go be tired, baby. All right, second serve Pegula is good. Backhand return into the net from Badosa. So Jess Pegula is rocking a black Adidas visor. She's got a yellow with kind of like a cloudy sort of pattern with it. So it's almost like gold and yellow with some like brown or bronze. Looks really nice. Return from Badosa there off of on the service return goes just long. So it is now 30-15 Pegula. Yeah, so she's wearing it. That's her tank top with the gold, yellow, and kind of bronzish, and then black skirt. And she's got white and red shoes, like white shoes with red laces, and rocking some wristbands as well. Black wristbands on either side. And forehand to forehand. Ooh, Badosa forehand goes just wide. She's taking a look, though. She's stepping up to the net to see if she can see the mark. She thought it was in. The umpire comes out of her chair and says it is out. Confirmed. So it is 40-15 game point for the top seed and the top seeded American, or the highest seeded American in the world. Here we go. 40-15. First serve is good. Forehand return up the line. Attempt goes long, and good hold there from Pegula. Let's get a little love there. Good hold there for Jess Pegula. Oh yeah, by the way, folks, I didn't even mention it off the hop. Again, of course, it was a little by the way, in case you did not know, one of the commenters, one of our GTL family members passed away. His name was Lamberto, just a 17-year-old kid from Italy. Very, very nice kid. Passed away in a car accident. So there's a little, I just mentioned a little bit at the beginning of the video, so you can check it out there. And also at the, I'll mention it during the set break between the first and second set, and for anyone else who's coming in late. But sad news for the GTL fam. So just wanted to update. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news to anyone who did not know. But yeah, that is unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. And rest in peace to our boy Lamberto. And of course, condolences to his family and all of his friends on this chat and outside of it. All right, folks. Let's see here. Oh, Compliment King is in the house saying, time for a Kit Kat. Give me a break. Give me a break. I'm so sorry, but Jesse's kit is gross. Don't know what's going on considering Adidas have some fire kits this year. Emma does not like it. Goes saying, that's ridiculous, Cubby. They won't let me into high heaven anymore. I broke too many hearts last time. Maybe you got a little too high, did you? I remember some comments about your high school days as well, my friend. Here we go. Badosa, 15 love. And second serve goes up the middle and return into the net from Pegula. So 30 love Badosa. Yum, yum, says the Compliment King. It's definitely Vogue with the tennis outfits. Wow, our condolences to the GTL family and community. Oh yeah, compliment king. Alexander Herrera. Yeah, sad news, buddy. Definitely. Who will win the first set? The player who gets to 6 games first by 2 or to 7 first. Pegula, right? Again, it's you're betting 5,000 on Pegula first set. I don't. I'm not. I don't want to tell you what to do, buddy. That's up to you. My personal prediction was that Badosa is going to win this match in 3 sets, but that's just my prediction. So I take no responsibility for other people betting. Keys keeps breaking my heart, says Cap. Yeah. She was just on her way. She's won it here before. She's comfortable here generally, but man, the unforced errors were just crazy. And Kasatkina played really, really well as well. Nice kick serve to the body, and Pegula couldn't move out of the way on time to strike it properly and goes into the high part of the net. And it is now 40-30 Badosa. All right, serve up the middle, chop back, short return. Badosa goes cross-court forehand, another short ball, and she goes inside out this time. Another chop, this time from the backhand, and it's a floater. Badosa with the easy put away at the net into the open side, and she holds 4-3 all.
Vamos! He was a tennis at Josa. She gonna show ya. He was a tennis at Josa. She gonna show ya. It's Paula Badosa.
Badosa, but right now it's Pegula with the serve to the backhand of Badosa, and that goes wide, and she attempted to go up the line. So Pegula, 15 love. Emma, been crying constantly since I found out. Yeah, it's a we got smoked CR. Wait, did Lambert do videos for this channel? Not that I know of. Lamberto, I believe he was more of just a part of the community commenter, a very, very regular commenter. Yeah, and he passed away in a car accident at the age of 17 just a few days ago. So yeah, really, really sad, really sad news for sure. Got a nice backhand to backhand rally going. Backhand Badosa, forehand Pegula, backhand Badosa, forehand Pegula, cross court. Badosa gets that desperate, and that's a lob with a short bounce overhead, and Pegula goes into the net on that one. Yeah, she's not too happy with herself, but she's not too mad either. It's 15 all here on her serve. Great rally though, back and forth. Switched it up a couple times. Desperation lob there. Badosa landed right near the service line. So it wasn't like super easy, but definitely, Pegula wants that one back. She also tried to go over the high part of the net. Go Sing High Heaven is when Snoop Dogg takes over the pearly gates whenever St. Peter is on vacation. Gary saying, not a fan of the American South, but you got to give it to the Charleston community. The players love this tournament and they support it well. Yeah, you get the feeling that there's like real adoration from the players with the community and with the tournament. They just speak really like glowingly, authentically about it. Yeah, I agree with you there, Gary. Emma, only 17, so sad. That definitely. All the Spanish players have for very Spanish buttons. They're all perfect. Yeah, Ben is a master there. By the way, 40-15 Pegula on serve here. A nice serve +1, barely catching the outside of the line. Oh, sorry, I'm wrong. Cut the inside of the line. And nice serve up the tee, backhand from Badosa. She got a racket on it, but it went wide. Landed in the alleyway and hold for Badosa as she continues to put service pressure on the Spaniard. 4 service games and 4 holds for Badosa. For Pegula. 3 for 3 for Badosa. Amor, love, saying the compliment king. I hope Lamberto was able to go to the Italian Open in Rome. Yeah, I'm not sure if he did. I would really hope that he got to see some live tennis. In Italy, they have a whole bunch. GSL from Ghost saying the American South has an outsized impact on American culture, literature, music, food, etc. I hope you'll reconsider. Oh, R.I.P. Lamberto says stroke CR. Emma saying he went to the next gen finals last year. I think in his own city. Max, don't think he ever went to Rome though. Harry Potter is asking who is Lamberto. Lamberto was a member of the GTL community. He was a regular on our streams. He was always commenting. He'd made friends with tons and tons of people on our streams. And he passed away in a car accident at the age of 17, just like 2 or 3 days ago. So that's why, if you're wondering who Lamberto is, that's who he was. He was a pretty big member of our community. If anyone is interested about funeral services online, things like that, if you go in the description box below, you can join our Discord. There's information there, or you could ask someone in the chat potentially. And a little bit of political discourse. Speaking of the South, G of G, refraining from politics tonight after this comment. What happened in Tennessee yesterday is just another example of my why. Yeah, that was really tough to watch as a Canadian. Just to see what's going on is that you could be expelled from the House of Representatives just for peacefully protesting when the United States was founded on protests. I don't get it. Anyways, Gary says that's the last of his political. I'll probably say the same. It's a little, yeah, it's a little too much sometimes. Ghost Lamberto always sounded so bright and mature and engaged. I was shocked to learn he was only 17. Same here. I remember that this one stream we were all talking about our ages, and we were all everyone was shocking the hell out of everyone. Like, I'm this age, I'm that age, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm 17." Which was just crazy. We're like, seriously, man, you know so much. Nice little backhand cross-court winner from Pegula, getting on the board in game number 8. It is 15 all on the Badosa serve. The Spaniard is serving. No breaks of serve just yet. Everyone has been strong. No one has even faced a break point. Both players serving pretty well. Pegula, really nice 74 serves percentage of first serves in. 64 Badosa. We got a forehand cross court, another forehand cross court winner from Pegula off of the rally ball from the middle of the court. So it is now 15-30 and a little bit of pressure on the Badosa serve. Just a little bit though. Okay, serve from Badosa goes into the net, top of the net there. It is 30-15 still. Here comes the second serve. Oh, we'll get into the Badosa kit in a second too. All right, Pegula, backhand return across court. Badosa, and landed right by the service line. Really good return. Sorry, I should say baseline. Right by the feet of Badosa, and she could not move out of the way quickly enough to get enough on that. And so we, just after saying that there hasn't been any break points, we have 2 now for Pegula. She's got double break point here, 15-40. And another return, another cross-court forehand, and Pegula takes it. Break for 5-3. So just at the right moment, the first break point faced by any player in this match is a successful one for Pegula, and now she will have the opportunity to serve out this first set. Wow. I was saying, I think his mother said something in Discord about funeral arrangements being set. I could be wrong, though. I believe she said April 20th is the funeral. Let's see here. Cap asking, why is everyone talking about Lamberto in the past tense? As I'm sure you've read here, he passed away. I was saying in a car accident, Cap. No, it's not. He was 17. He passed away. His mother reached out to us on Discord. She also personally reached out to me on Instagram. I was really, really shocked. Really crazy news. Peaches saying hello, Cubby and GTL fam. Hello, Peaches. Welcome to the chat. Great to have you as always. brightening up our chat. Some heavy hearts today, but we still have some tennis to get through, and I'm sure Lamberto would have been enjoying this match if he could. But yeah, really sad news story that you had to find out like this, Cap. It's very, very. We're all completely just like it was crazy. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Pegula now serving, and it's the first serve is a let. Here's another first serve. It's love 30, so a little bit of pressure here now, trying to serve out the set. First serve is a fault. So here comes the second. Second serve is good. Backhand return. Now backhand Pegula, backhand Badosa, forehand Pegula, forehand Badosa into the net. She had the opening there. She just didn't get the ball high enough. She tried to go up the line, didn't get it over the high part of the net. And it is now 15-34, just Pegula, 3 points away, but she is under pressure here on her serve. She just broke in the last game of this set. Unreturned serve, and it is now 30-all. Nice to have that in your back pocket. Peach is saying, I was not going to come to the stream, but Lamb Mom said he would be happy if we do. I can't stop crying. He was taken too soon. Just a baby. Yeah, he was, 17. It's crazy. Yeah, I'm crying now again. Sorry, no worries. You got to process. Cheers, Peach. This has a compliment. King Badosa, another ground stroke goes into the net. So Pegula finds her way out of a little hole. She was down love 30. Now she's up 40-15, and it is set point. So, okay. Serve right at the body of Badosa. She lobs that, lands right inside the baseline. Forehand Pegula, backhand Badosa, backhand Pegula, forehand Badosa, forehand Pegula, and Badosa with a little bit of a shank. And there it is, folks. Ball does not make it over the net. And Pegula holds for 6-3. Kind of an uneventful first set there. It was just hold until 4-3. And then Badosa got broken just kind of out of nowhere, and then another hold, and there you have it. Okay, go sing. My mother lost a child, my elder bro. Sorry to hear that, buddy. She says it's the greatest kind of suffering. I just can't fathom what Lamberto's people are feeling, and I hope his mom and dad can find some peace. Yeah, for sure. We got compliment King Covey. This is the true definition of community and what the benefit of YouTube platforms can be. Cheers. Yeah, for sure. I didn't know and the Italian kid named Lamberto just 6 months ago. But he was super upbeat, and you can just kind of tell by when you're reading through all the comments and trying to decide which ones to put up and stuff, and sometimes just going through all the time, you kind of get a feel for how like people are, like you've never met them. I've never seen most of you guys or any of you guys face to face, but there's like vibes that you get from the way people like express themselves. And his was always really positive. Like I never ever felt, I never really feel, I've had one or two maybe spats with people here and there, but generally it's always super positive with almost everyone. And you just kind of get a vibe of the person, and definitely had really good vibes from Lamberto. So yeah, really, really sad, and I can't agree more with you there, Ghost. Losing a child. I don't have a child. I have my little puppy Gobi here, and I have nephew and niece, but it's different for sure. Until you become a father or mother, you don't know. So I don't know, but I do know that would be the worst thing I can imagine. Just shows how strong this community is coming together like this and paying condolences to a grieving mother. Says Emma, I can't fathom what she is going through and the rest of her family is going through. Yeah, Anders Limpar saying we should put a picture of him in the Discord to honor him. Yeah, I wish I had. Honestly, I wish I had one so I could put it, at maybe the beginning or the end of the stream. That's really good. Maybe we could ask his mother. Peaches, thank you for your text the other day. Says Jane, welcome to the party, Jane, or the chat, Jane. I shouldn't maybe call it a party right now. Emma's saying I may have only met Lamb 3 or 4 weeks ago, but I got to know him so much and can't believe this still. Hi all, thanks for doing this stream during a difficult time, Cubby. No worries, Jane. No worries. Sad for sure, but happy to be doing something that is the reason I met Lamberto is by doing these streams. Badosa here, kicking off set number 2. She's down a set, and she's up 15-love in the first game. Did not like the toss there. Badosa, we'll get into her kit as well now. She's a Nike athlete. So we got Nike versus Adidas. She's wearing a baby blue, like a tank top with like the spaghetti noodle strap and the same color skirt. Oh, serve out wide and a beautiful winner, clean winner from Pegula up the line, and it's 15 all. Yeah, and Badosa's wearing like a navy blue or even maybe a little darker than that visor. Pegula has won 11 of the last 15 points, so she is cruising right now. White wristbands on either side, on either wrist for Pegula, and then black shoes. So, yeah, looking pretty sharp, I would say. A nice serve there, unreturned, and it is now 30-15. Life is so weird and unpredictable, says Capricorn. Yeah, for sure. Welcome, Jane. Yeah, definitely. Oh, another clean winner off the return from Pegula. That lands just inside the baseline. Serve was up the middle, a kicker, and she just hit it nicely, like almost redirected it very deep, and it's 30 all. Badosa on a little bit of a roll here. Here's sorry, actually Pegula on a roll here. Badosa now serving. Good return now. Forehand Badosa, forehand Pegula, backhand Badosa, backhand Pegula. Now forehand Badosa, forehand Pegula, forehand Badosa, forehand Pegula, forehand Badosa. No, not enough mustard to even get it to the net, and it is now another break point opportunity for Pegula. So she had no sniffs at break points, and now she has break points in back-to-back service games on the Badosa serve. Here's a break point. First serve is long by about a foot. Here comes the second serve. Second serve is good. Backhand return cross court. Backhand Badosa. Backhand Pegula. And then the Badosa forehand goes long. And she's 2 for 3 on her break point. But she has got her break and she is up. Oh, by the way, I forgot to hit the break button earlier. Come on, Cubs. Yeah, just a little bit off today, folks. But don't worry, we'll get there.
Jessica, she's a girl from America. Jessica, she's a girl from America. Jessica, Pegula.
Okay. Ghost. Who were Lamberto's guys from the ATP? Was he Rafa Fanmetti? And the answer is Ghost was a fan of Sinner and Berrettini. He liked the Italians. Yes. Definitely. Yeah, and I was mentioning in kind of the intro that kind of glad that he at least got to watch that Sinner Alcaraz match. It was probably the best match of the year, the one at Miami in the semifinal. And I'm fairly certain that he watched that match. and his boy won in an epic. So some consolation. Hey, Covey, did Chapo pull out? Yes, he did. So did FAA. So did, of course, Rafa Alcaraz and PCB. So yeah, a lot of players have pulled out. Novak is back though. Still got a lot of the top guys, of course. Runa, Wawrinka, they were together. Gary sent me a photo actually of them hitting together. We got Peaches saying, Ghost, like the Italian player, Sinner was his man. He liked Medi, called Penko chubby and hated outfits. We had some good banter over Penko. He didn't care for Iga much. He liked Saba. Yeah, there you go. Thanks, Peaches. That's a really good summary, actually. Better than I could have done. Jessica, says Emma. His favorite WTA players were Rebecca, Madison Keys, says Emma. It's kind of poetic that he got to see Sinner beat Alcaraz. I'm happy for that. Yeah, I was thinking about that over the weekend, or I guess a couple of days, I should say. By the way, Pegula cruising here, 40 love on her service game. Pretty much most of the chat is kind of been about our friend Lamberto. In case you are just joining us, we lost our friend here in the GTL community, Lamberto, at the age of 17 in a car accident in Italy just a couple days ago. If anyone wants more information, check the description box below. You can join Discord, and on the Discord channel, there's a subsection for Lamberto information, online funeral information for anyone who wants to check that out. So, Emma saying Monte Carlo is such an average event this year now with all these withdrawals. He definitely liked Rebecca and Emma, says Peaches. Yeah, I mean, it's still going to be a good tournament for sure. But, I had a little chat with Gary, and Gary was like, no matter who's there, it's going to be fun. And I was like, I totally 100% agree with you there. By the way, nice hold from Pegula for the consolidation. And she is cruising here, making my prediction look pretty average so far. I do not see the consolidation, but looks like it is not here, folks. So unfortunately, we'll not be able to officialize the consolidation with a button today. Yeah. Sorry, what were we saying? I'm talking about. Oh yeah, Gary was mentioning where I was chatting with him, but the way I see it is like when it's right now the highest level matches in terms of ability and capability against each other are a mix of Medi, Nole, Rafa, Sinner, Alcaraz are the kind of the echelon right now where we're gonna get like the awesome matchups. And now without Rafa and Alcaraz, it's like you still appreciate the game and the sport and the matchups, but like when you're watching, for example, I'm a hockey guy, but this could go for any of the North American sports. You enjoy the regular season. You enjoy the matchups between like de Minaur and Rublev and stuff like that. But when you don't have those big matchups, it's like you don't get to watch the playoffs. You only get to see like the regular season where, yeah, it's intense and they want to beat each other, but there's something about when like these players can like elevate the level of tennis beyond the other kind of grouping of players. So that's what I'm going to miss about it, because we don't know how much time do we have. We're going to have Djokovic hopefully for at least 2, 3, 4 more years. Rafa's looking, like he's not going to have that much time left. And how competitive is he going to be against these guys? You know what I mean? So that's what I'm kind of like bummed at. I want there to be more matchups between Nole and Alcaraz and Rafa and Medi and Sinner and these guys, because these guys are really elevating the game right now on the men's side. So let's go here. Quality Shot Tennis dropping by to say hello and drop a like. Enjoy, peeps. Thank you, Quality Shot. Great to have you as always. That's Dave, I believe, correct? Dave? It's been a minute, so I'm just trying to remember. GSL saying, try as I may, I can never figure out what it is about JPEG's game that makes her top 3 in the world. Somehow she just is. The first set is a perfect example. Yeah, I hear you, Gary. I never pick her to win majors because she doesn't have the weapons. But one thing I am noticing is her return game is very good. Nice forehand winner up the line from Paula Badosa to take a 40-15 lead. So finally getting back on track here a little bit of a lull in her last two service games, but it looks like she's found her way back onto some solid footing on her serve. But yeah, you're right. There's nothing that, like you kind of on paper most of the time you're like, oh, how is she gonna win? How is she gonna win? But then she just keeps winning. She does have good variety. She's got good volleys. She's not, yeah, she doesn't have a big serve. She doesn't have a big um, forehand or backhand. She just kind of does everything really well. And she's just becoming more and more battle tested as well. I guess like that. Yeah, it's another. Faizan is in the house. Who's Faizan? Got a hi Faizan. Hi Faizan. I wish Coco would have played in Charleston. Yeah, it would have been nice to see her there. And Badosa holds to get back on track, but she is still down one set and a break here to the world's top American, Jess Pegula, and also number one seed in this tournament. You think Novak can win Monte Carlo? I'm gonna say no, simply because the match cardio, the last couple of years, he hasn't come out of the gate winning. So I feel like 2 years is a little bit of a good sample size. So yeah, I think he'll be competitive for sure. Do I think he'll actually win that specific tournament? No, but the next ones after that, I think he'll probably be really pretty much there. Maybe he'll be like 85, 90% for the first couple, and then he'll be closer to 95, 100 after that, leading into Roland Garros. So that's my thing there. Ghost, here's a chubby Penko joke for my guy Lamberto. Ostapenko is still chubby. Her 2017 French Open photos are still printing. That's kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. And for the homie, so there you go. Yes, David is cross court. Okay, I was 95% sure. It's been a minute, so I just didn't want to be incorrect. Sorry, I rely on humor in sad times. No worries. Ghost, only you can make me laugh at the moment. Only thanks. You needed that. You leave my chubby no look handshake alone. Gary saying Monte Carlo will be great. Seems like when Nole's missing tournaments are still good. Now he's back along with Steph, Yannick, Holger, Taylor, and so many more. Every tournament is missing someone. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, as I said, for me, it's just like those specific matchups that I mentioned are like watching like playoff baseball versus like regular season baseball. But yeah, like it's gonna be good. But hopefully we'll have all these players and we get to see these matchups. I also want to see Zverev pick it up. I think Zverev is starting to get a little bit closer to how he was. I mean, I'm starting to wonder how long it's going to take him and if he's going to be able to get back to his heights, because his heights were, top 3, top 4 and consistent threat at most tournaments. Melissa saying, I want Paula to win. There you go. We got Emma saying, I hope Manor is okay. They were best friends on here. Yeah, definitely. That's a bummer. Kavya here on the Pegula return. I've really noticed that this week. Yeah, she's becoming an animal. She's becoming one of my favorites on the that might be her biggest weapon right now. I feel like. Here we go. Pegula is serving up 15 love, and she's up a break 2-1 in the second set. Oh, a second serve kicker and a shank from Paula Badosa. Max, but she was unable to climb back from the water. I wish her and Lamberto's still here right now. Oh, you're talking about an actress that went on the lake with her son a few years back, and she rented a boat, and they went in the water, helped him climb back in the boat. Huh. All right, Pegula now 40 love. Yeah, I just love the visuals of the court. It looks like an X-ray. It's like so. It's like this super. There's like a greenness to it, but I feel like it's more gray and dark and light gray and stuff. It's really nice color. All right, second serve here. Pegula 40 love. Gosh, is Pegula just going to cruise to a 2-set victory? Winner faces Belinda Bencic, by the way, in the semifinals. You got a backhand, Pegula, slice, forehand, Badosa, cross court, and it's a short ball, so she pushes that, and it's a winner. Nicely done. Pegula still has a couple game points, however. Oh, and by the way, we still have the opportunity to see like Mehdi Nole, so that'll be fun, hopefully, and Mehdi Sinner, and Nole Sinner, so that hopefully will be a good one. Although I feel like Sinner will have a tougher time against Novak. Kind of like he has a tougher time against Mehdi than he does, say, Alcaraz. And another strength there from Badosa, and a hold for Pegula. It's 3-1 for the American. Gosh, he really is kind of just low-key cruising here.
Jessica, she's a girl from America. Jessica, she's a girl from America. Jessica, Pegula.
Oh, Pegula with a phenomenal lob cross court all the way into the far corner, and then Badosa gets to it, but her copycat return tries to do the same thing, goes long. So it's love 15 on the Badosa serve here. She's down 1-3 is Badosa serving, down a set and a break, and a beautiful lob. Wow. Gary saying, my first thought on Monte Carlo draw is that it looks good for Steph, but he's 100% yet. I don't think he is 100% yet. So I'm not really sure what to make of it, of this tournament. I don't think there's a clear-cut winner. I mean, the thing is, I could be wrong about Nole, and he could just, he's so good that he could just go out and win the tournament for sure. I'm just looking at the last couple of years of data from him not playing competitive matches, jumping in at this point. I think last year he lost in the first round to Davidovich Fokina or something. Before that was the quarters. So, but yeah, no one really pops out at me for this tournament because of that Steph injury, because Nole coming back. Yeah, I really don't know what to make of it. I'm really kind of curious. So, like in that regard, it's going to be absolutely exciting, right? And so, I mean, whenever there's a Masters 1000, you're going to have, like Gary said, it doesn't matter who's there. The tournament's going to be, good. When are you doing the Monte Carlo draw? I'm not sure, buddy. That just make sure that you're subscribed to the channel and hit the notification bell, and that way you'll know when any of the upcoming videos are coming up. So as soon as they upload that they're going to be up, then they'll show up for you as well. Good question. Emma is saying, I think Belinda is going to defend her title here. Nice. Yeah, she has won it there before. She's comfortable there. So I thought so was Maddie Keys, but man, she got steamrolled at the end there. Badosa second serve here at 15-30. She's got to be careful here. Does Badosa? She didn't like that toss. And serve is good up the middle, and the return goes into the net from Pegula. So it's 30-all. Peaches, I'm surprised Paula is not playing better. Yeah, for sure. Does anyone else love the green clay as much as I do? I really love it. Yeah, I think it's awesome. It's a really, really lovely color. Looks great. Yo, it looks great on TV. Totally pops. Yo, did Shelby actually bump into Bencic? It looks like they were both trying to hold the line and neither wanted to give in to the other. I don't know if they actually did or not. But I don't think it was anything really. I like the green clay, but the orange of Roland Garros feels iconic. Yeah, I agree with you there. Yeah, this one to me looks. I don't know if it's just a tint on my TV or what, but it looks more gray than green to me. But it has like a greenish tint. But either way, I love it. Nice rally ending with Pegula trying to lob over Badosa, who made her way to the net. But alas, that goes too long, and Badosa now has game point 40-30. Huge effort here, and she needs it because she is close to being on the brink. Ghost, if you don't mind my asking, have you ever visited Charleston? Ghost, you got a question there, buddy. I hate clay, Melissa James said. Uh-huh. Okay. You mean like personally, like watching it, or like when you play it on? Have you ever played on it and you don't like playing on it? Curious to know, actually. Yes, Gary. I wish more tournaments had it, but at the same time, Charleston only having green clay makes it traditional and unique. Yeah, for sure. I like that as well. Seems like a possible JPEG Belinda matchup could be pretty intense. Is that the right word? Yeah, I'd say so. Emma saying for me it goes clay, hard, and then grass. Peaches. So this is green clay. No wonder. Thought what ugly color is it is. Remember the blue clay, says Jane. Yeah, that was the one. Didn't I think Roger won that tournament? It was the only year they did that. Vividly, Jane, says Emma. Jane, I didn't mind the blue clay on Madrid that one year. LOL, says Max. Badosa serve is long, and it's advantage Badosa here. So game point for the server. Here's a second serve. It's good. Backhand return cross court, just long, and Badosa holds. So that was a big hold for Paula. Badosa stays within touching distance of the American, who is up a set and a break and will serve right after this changeover.
Vamos! He was a tennis virtuosa. She gonna show ya. Hey, vamos! He was a tennis virtuosa. She gonna show ya. It's Paula Badosa.
We got Emma saying, same here, Cubby. Looks more gray than green. Yeah, same here for me as well. Whatever it is, it looks nice. Emma, if my memory serves me, Stuttgart is indoor green clay. Ah, good. I'm not sure. Stuttgart is just darker orange, Gary. We got Max saying, Ghost. I'm mostly happy about the blue clay because Serena and Roger won in that year. LOL. It's kind of like Wimbledon with all the white clothing, traditional and unique to that third tournament. Could imagine another tournament having it. Here's my court surface hierarchy: hard, other hard, hard with weeds, grass, ping pong, clay. Okay. We got Gary saying, Max, you didn't ask me, but I've been to Charleston many times. My stepson went to summer camp there at the Citadel Military School, charming, historical southern city, one of the best. Nice. Very nice. Emma saying that was 2013, right? Blue clay. Nole is coming back. Nothing else matters, says Chris Ka. There you go. We got some Nole fans in the house, and I would be super, super jacked as well. I am super jacked. I am a fan of Nole, but I know there are some like extremely diehard fans who have been dying and waiting for him to come back, and I feel the same way. I'm excited. I think tennis is at a higher caliber when he plays, and as you all know, I'm all about the level. I'm all about the good matches, the high level. There's just certain players that bring out the best in themselves and in others, and that's like the joy for me of getting those guys and watching those players. Pegula with a double fault, so it is now 15 all here. She's serving at 3-2 up a break. Ghost Max, good memory. Emma saying couldn't. I thought so. I thought that's what you meant there. Couldn't imagine white at other places other than Wimbledon. All right, and backhand from Badosa up the line. Now forehand Pegula. And oh, something floated onto the court. It looks like maybe a napkin. And so the umpire called a let mid-rally. I was like, oh, I'm so not used to hearing let being called not on a service motion or after a service motion. So reserve here, restarting the point. It's 15 all at once again on Pegula's serve. And this time the serve is a let. So another first serve. And serve is good. Forehand return up the middle. Backhand Pegula. Backhand Badosa. Backhand Pegula. Cross court now. Backhand to backhand. Another one from Badosa. Another one Pegula. Badosa crouches down, tries to go up the line. Not a good option. That went way wide of even the alley. So it is now 30-15 for Pegula. Chris K.A., I almost agree with you 100%. Did Nole bring Runa and Wawrinka back to maker? He's a peacemaker, that Djokovic. Yes, he did. Gary actually sent me a photo of them. The diplomat, I responded to Gary about Novak there, bringing those two together. Grass greater than hard, way greater than clay, says Chris. Yeah, I think I would go hard. The grass is just such a short season. I feel like it's just like it's like a little speck on your nose where you're just like, oh, okay, it's done now. You know? I was 12 at the time. Max was sitting in front of the TV and watching. Serena Williams destroyed Sharapova in that final, talking about the blue clay, I believe. Okay, double fault Pegula, but still game point here, 40-30. A little bit of a lull in this match, folks. Not too much action really going on either side. All right, serve up the middle, forehand return. Now backhand cross court Badosa. Now backhand Pegula, backhand Badosa. Up the line now, Pegula. Forehand Badosa into the net. Pegula holds 4-2. She's just two games away from a semifinal berth here, folks. Really, really crazy. So we've got, yeah, Pegula. It's looking like Pegula, if she wins, if she holds the next couple of service games here, will face Bencic. On the other side, we have Kasatkina versus Ons Jabeur. The number 2, 3, 4, and the number, if Pegula wins, we'll have one of those rare moments where we have 1, 2, 3, 4 seeds of the tournament in the semis. Nice serve out wide, and then the inside out forehand +1 from Badosa makes it 15 all, and she needs more points like that because she is very close to being out of this tournament, folks. All right, serve is good. Return up the middle now. Backhand drop shot from Pegula. It's a beautiful one, and Badosa can't get to it on time. 15 all now on the Badosa serve. Beautiful touch shown from the American. Nice. By the way, folks, please do give us a like, give us a subscribe if you're new. We're at 38 so far, which is a very formidable number, especially since we only have 26 people in here. So I'm not sure how that works, but thank you to everyone who's supporting the channel. Also, if you're new to the channel, or if you're new to the streams and or maybe you're not new, but you're never commented, please feel free to let me know where you're from. My name is Covey. I'm from Vancouver, Canada, Vancouver, BC, and I'm a huge ice hockey fan, and I'm also a huge tennis fan. I have a segment here every Monday on this channel called Covey's Corner. We also have breaking news updates whenever something big happens. We also have draw previews. We have draw reactions, and of course, we have watch-along streams. Nice serve, and the +1 from Badosa off the short ball is her own beautiful backhand drop shot, which this time Pegula can't get to. So great disguise at the very, very last second. As Pegula tried her darndest, tried to slide into it, but it bounced the second time before she got her racket near that ball. So Badosa holds unreturned serve and holds for a 3-4. So she's still down. She's still down a break, but that was a good effort there from the Spaniard.
Vamos! He was a tennis virtuosa. She gonna show ya. Hey, vamos! He was a tennis virtuosa. She gonna show ya. It's Paula Badosa.
Jane saying, I listen to tennis with headphones a lot. I'm relieved for the break from hard court sneaker squeak. There you go. Melissa saying same. I'm not sure if that was in regards to the exact same thing. And Matt saying, I wish there was a 1,000 title for the WTA and ATP during the grass season. I wish there was one in Vancouver. Vancouver would be the absolute perfect place to do it. The only problem is I don't think players would want to go from Vancouver and then to England, which is 8 hours in the summer. It's 7 hours ahead in the summer. And then when we go back, England doesn't. So they stay the same. So they're either in the summer they're 7. So players would not want to come to Vancouver and then play somewhere that's 7-hour time difference for a major, I think. But it would be really, really nice if they did. Let's see here. Emma saying I was talking about 2012. Oh, gotcha. Emma also saying I say get rid of Eastbourne, Birmingham, Nottingham, Max. They're basically the same event. Don't see why we have all three. Peaches, Nole Peacemaker. Why did he do that? I like the toddler and Stan demand drama. I actually agree. I kind of was like, oh, it's good that he brought them together, but and honestly, to me, that was manufactured drama. That was not real drama. Stan said one thing like, you don't be such a baby, and he was obviously a little frustrated. And then the next time he said, do you have anything to say to me? That's not drama. That's just 2 sentences. But I think we're starved for storylines, so there you go. Jane saying there isn't much grass to begin with. In Vancouver, there is quite a bit of grass. I think we're talking about different things there. I'm being silly, of course. I hope Carlos can play in Barcelona. He will most likely play there. Yeah, I saw a video of him practicing today. Honestly, he looked fine. He looked like he was giving 100%. So you wonder if they were just like, we don't really have, like, I'm not going to miss my home Barcelona, Madrid. We got to play Rome this year, obviously. Last year he won Madrid, and then he couldn't play Rome out of fatigue. But he wouldn't really have a Gil Gross actually broke it down. He's like, when would he have a break? It actually just makes sense. It might even almost he even thinks that it was almost like a scheduled break more than an injury break, says Gil Gross. So yeah, but yeah, he'll be there for sure. Unless something, I'd be surprised if it doesn't. Max, I would love to see a longer grass season, but other than the UK and Halle, there just aren't any courts. I'm old enough to remember both the Aussie and US Open on grass. Yeah, for me, it's always in my memory, all the majors have been how they are currently. So hard Aussie US, clay, and then grass. So I never saw another era, not at least in my memory. But by the way, Pegula 40 love here at 4-3, cruising on her first serve. First serve is in, and then the return up the middle, and then her forehand goes long. Very lackluster looking forehand there. She didn't move her feet, did Pegula. But she has 2 more game points, 40-15. Here we go. First serve into the net. And serve up the middle, stepped around the backhand to the forehand is Badosa. Now, forehand Pegula, cross court, forehand Badosa into the net. Pegula holds for 5-3, and now Paula Badosa is serving to stay in this tournament. He is down 1 set and a break, serving at 3-5. It has not been a very eventful match. There were a couple decent rallies, but hasn't been much tension, hasn't been much drama in terms of closeness at certain points. Business end, for example, was so uneventful in the last set. It was just 4-3. Everyone was holding up to 4-3. And then Badosa got broken in the 8th game. And then that was it. And then she got broken in her first service game of the set. and they've just been back to cruising on serve since then. A little bit of wind too, blowing up the skirt of Badosa. And serve up the middle is a kicker, and then a backhand up the middle return, and then backhand Badosa up the line, and it is 15-love. Emma saying it would have to be in Europe. Yeah, definitely. Peaches, you're kidding and on not liking Novak the Diplomat, aren't you? Just another reason why we love him. What do you think of Pegula and Goff thinking that trash talking on tennis should be more common and Kyrgios disagreeing with them? Yeah, I think okay, there's been a few things on there on that. It's a very interesting topic. One, I think Kyrgios disagreeing because I think he thinks that he would like destroy everyone at trash talking and he would like go to like some deep dark places. So I think that's probably why he's saying that. I think it's coming from like a kind of like an ego place. Like I feel like he thinks like, oh, that's my territory. Like when it comes to trash talk and being a bad boy, whatever. In terms of the women, interesting. I think I heard 2 or 3 different women interviewed about it say that I think it would be you got to be careful on the women's side because you don't know. Like some women might say or take something a little bit more personally. I thought that was interesting coming from some of the women. And they were those same women were saying that like the men, they're kind of like more kind of jokey about it. I think maybe you'd have to be careful on what you're, you don't want to, say if people were like making fun of like body shaming, let's say, what's her name? Ostapenko, for example, like that wouldn't be cool trash talk. But if you're clever with it, right? Be like, oh, I didn't know you left your backhand, at your bench during the last changeover. Thanks. Like something like that would be like kind of funny, I think. By the way, I just made that up top of my head. But yeah, I think if it's clever, then it's cool. But you got to be careful because if you're in the heat of a moment, you lose like a really big point. You might say something that you like can't take back, which is not good, Oh, Badosa serving at 40-30, double fault. So now we're at deuce, bringing Pegula 2 points away from the match, folks. So yeah, that's my take on that. You got to be careful. You can't. And the thing is, if you let that in, if you let trash talk in, you got to be really careful. And nice serve, and the return goes just long of the baseline. Badosa. Pegula doesn't agree though. She thinks that might have gone in, and she's getting the umpire to take a look. And the umpire says it is out, confirming. So advantage Badosa, game point again for the Spaniard. All right, first serve is good. Return up the middle. Forehand Badosa now. Forehand Pegula. We got cross-court battle on the forehand. Now backhand Badosa. Drop shot Pegula off the top part of the tape. And Badosa holds. It is now 5-4. Pegula will have the chance to serve out this match here. She won the first set 6-3, and she is currently up 5-4. Little bit of love for Badosa, though. Gutsy hold.
Vamos! He was a tennis that Josa. She gonna show ya. Hey, vamos! He was a tennis that Josa. She gonna show ya. It's Paula Badosa.
Ghost, can't believe Cubby was talking about grass in Vancouver and didn't make the obvious joke. Ever the professional. Thank you. Although I think I did earlier. I did mention at some point something about Vancouver and grass. Yeah, outside just smells like it in certain parts of Vancouver. Saying didn't disagree. Heroes didn't disagree. This match was a disappointment. Thought it would have been more exciting. Yeah, same here. Definitely not very exciting. Goby might go crazy. I have to mute my mic for a second, folks. My cousin and his dog are here. Ghost saying, I think Kyrgios is making a critique of tennis culture. I can see that. Kyrgios said they don't want that. Like, they don't want No, because the fire they might not be able to handle. Pegula is right. Lordy, I can't believe I'm agreeing with her. Sorry, I didn't see. Oh, about trash talk has always existed. The Americans are just asking that we stop lying about it and maybe lean into it for entertainment purposes. You know, one thing that Pegula said that I really liked actually, she said, "Why don't we have one tournament every year where we can where it's legal to trash talk?" I mean, I don't know if it would be able to be like a tournament for points though. Like maybe it would have to be an exhibition or something like that. But imagine if there was a tournament. She said like I think she equated it to in Phoenix. There's a waste management golf tournament in Phoenix, and that's known for being like bunch of drunk people constantly being raucous and annoying. Tiger Woods famously said, by the way, Badosa with a nice forehand winner up the line off of a rally there. Tiger Woods once famously said he's never coming back there because it's too crazy. Uh, Funny, especially after what we found out about him later on. But the point is, I thought that was interesting that Pegula said that. Like, it would be sweet if we just had like kind of that one tournament that was like that. Oh, Pegula comes in on her +1 short ball, and the approach shot goes cross court forehand, which Badosa perfectly times. It wasn't actually that far away from her. It wasn't that great of an approach, to be honest. And Badosa just took it up the line, passing Pegula, and it is now 15-30. So a little bit of pressure now for Pegula, who's trying to serve out this match. 15-30. First serve is long. Here comes the second serve. Good second serve. Forehand return up the middle, and forehand Pegula goes long, and it is now double break point. 15-40 on the American serve. So maybe a little bit of pressure trying to serve out this match. Can Badosa break back? She's only down one break, folks. It's only 4-5 or 5-4 on the Pegula serve here. So set far from over now. Backhand Badosa, forehand Pegula to the backhand Badosa, forehand Pegula cross court Badosa. Now forehand Pegula, backhand Badosa, backhand Pegula, forehand Badosa, forehand Pegula, forehand Badosa. And the forehand from Pegula goes into the net, and there it is, 5-all. We have a break for the Spaniard, her first of the match. So there's been 3 break points in this match, and all 3 have resulted in the server being broken. Pegula 2 for 2 break points. Badosa now 1 for 1. So looks like Badosa got herself back in there with some nice returns. Now she's up 15-love, unreturned serve to kick off game number 11. Oh, by the way, that guy who was thinking of betting on Pegula winning the first set, well done to you, my friend. I think he said 5K he was going to bet, and she did. So good job. Badosa with a wild backhand there goes wide of the doubles alley, and it is now 15-all. What Ghost? Agreeing with JPEG, says Peaches. Yeah, I like Pegula's very moderate suggestion. Oh no, what is happening to me? How am I riding with the... Yeah, you've been taking her side a lot here today, my friend. Now, Badosa's won 10 of the last 15 points. So the tides are turning. It's 30-15. Badosa on serve now here in the second set. Laver Cup is proof of concept. Trash talk fans love it. Yeah, and I think do they get points? I think you do get points, right, for Laver Cup? No. Someone let me know. Do you know if you get points for winning matches at the Laver Cup, like ranking points? LOL, Badosa coming back. Oh my God, what is going on with Ghost? This is the nicest he's ever been about JPEG. Not Ghost saying something nice about JPEG. Look at this. Backhand here from Badosa up the line. Forehand Pegula on the run goes just wide, and now it's 40-30. Game point Badosa. So she's trying to hold and force at least a tiebreak, if not the chance for an outright win before that, to level this match at one set apiece. Sorry, trash talk is for sore losers. Whatever happened to sportsmanship? I mean, everything evolves a little bit, I think. Like I said, you got to be careful with it, because in the heat of the moment, someone might say something really mad, angry, or whatever. So, yeah, something to be really careful about. I personally don't think they should do it. But I don't think it would be bad at, like, say, if you had a tournament that was kind of designated where you could kind of be a little bit more cheeky. And body serve, Pegula. It looks like they overruled it after it was called out and then called in by the umpire. And now the umpire came down saying the serve was out. Badosa does not agree, but I believe she still has a second serve here. She's saying to her box it was in by this much. Let's see. Slow-mo replay. Can't tell from that angle. Oh, that was a double. Sorry, folks. So we're at deuce here. Here we go. First serve is good. Forehand cross-court return. Forehand Badosa. Forehand Pegula. Forehand Badosa. Forehand Pegula. Now another. Now backhand Pegula. Badosa. Forehand Pegula. Backhand Badosa. Forehand Pegula. Cross-court. Forehand Badosa. Forehand Pegula. Backhand slice Badosa. Another backhand slice, this time from Pegula. Backhand Badosa. Forehand slice Pegula. Forehand up the line there from Badosa. Second one. And now forehand Pegula. Up the line. Forehand inside out Pegula. Badosa. And Pegula with an overhead attempt. And Badosa totally hits that wide. Like 8 feet wide the sideline. And Pegula now has the advantage and can break right back here. Woo! Desperation from Pegula. Swinging volley from Badosa. Off of that, there's the lob. And yeah, Badosa just totally. She connected well with the ball, but it landed like in the middle of the alley. And then she bends down in disbelief. No ATP points for Laver Cup. There you go. So then, see, I feel like if you have trash talk, you cannot have points. But then maybe the players aren't going to go, Oh, Pegula, forehand off the rally ball goes long, bringing this game back to deuce. Badosa now relieves a little bit of pressure. Okay. Here we go. Badosa up the middle serve. Backhand return is deep. And now forehand Badosa. Backhand Pegula. Backhand Badosa. Forehand Pegula. Forehand Badosa. Forehand Pegula. We're going up the middle here, folks. Another forehand to forehand from Badosa. Now a forehand chop from Pegula. Backhand cross-court Badosa. Now forehand inside out from Pegula goes just a hair wide. And it is game point for Badosa. Woo! Now a little bit of tension. We were missing it for sure. Missing some tension, but it is picking up here a little bit, folks. Pegula, Pegula, Pegula. Okay, here we go. Advantage Badosa. Serve is good. Forehand return up the middle. Now forehand Badosa. Forehand Pegula. Cross court. For Badosa. Pegula. Oh, and it's just wide from Pegula. Just a hair. She's taking a look at it, but She's not complaining. And Paula Badosa holds for a 6-5 lead. Is that right? Yeah. Why aren't they not updating it? Yeah. Okay. 6-5 lead. Gosh, they're confusing the heck out of me. There you go. Now 6-5 Paula Badosa. I love eating dosa. I don't know if you guys have that. It's Indian food. It's really, really good. Okay. Jane says, who doesn't trash talk playing games with friends? It doesn't have to be cruel. Yeah, that's Ben and JG. They always seem to have healthy banter going on. Even the banter about their banter, like after they play and then they'll be on a stream talking about it. Even that banter is good. Absolutely. Jane says, Emma. Jane says, during exhibitions, the fan like it when the celebrities rib each other. People who think tennis is all civil and gentlemanly clearly haven't studied history, even recent history. Ask Arthur Ashe if he thinks trash talk didn't exist in the locker room. Not too long ago, in our generation still, there's always got to be some type of drama in every sport. That's the way I see it. Yeah, and it's better when it's organic, but hopefully it's also when it's not like malicious either, right? Tennis culture is soft. Half of Europe nearly has a stroke every time Danielle Collins hollers, come on. Serena and Sharapova used to shade each other all the time. Yeah, and I know Jeannie Bouchard was shading Sharapova openly for a while after the drug charge. Yeah, I agree with you, Ghost. Nothing wrong with a little passion. Coco private chat. I hope it's not someone from jail, says Peaches. Shelton has a good come on too. Good kid. Yeah, I really like that kid. I'm really excited for him and his future. Ghost Dimitrov was involved with Serena and Sharapova. A love triangle. Little flirt that guy is, from what I hear. Now we have a match, says Peaches. Medi. Ghost saying, Medi is so good at trash talk. One of my favorites. Daniil Medvedev trolled the entire city of New York. LOL. Just know it's because of you. Yeah, that was pretty gangster. All right, Pegula serving to stay in the set here, folks. She had a chance to serve it out at 5-4, but could not. She was broken. And now she's trying to get it to a tiebreak. Badosa, forehand cross-court return, forehand up the line, Pegula, backhand cross-court Badosa, backhand slice Pegula, and it's a nice little drop shot that Badosa can't get to. 15-love Pegula. Badosa annoyed. I love the Medi trash talk, says Peaches. It's the unneeded grunting that I don't agree with. A little grunt to help you breathe is fine, but the shrieks and extended grunts are really annoying and can be off-putting for opponents. We got backhand to backhand here. Now forehand Pegula cross court and a chop back return on the forehand from Badosa. Now cross court Pegula to the backhand of Badosa, and that goes long. Her Badosa's backhand. So it is 30-love Pegula, 2 points away from a tie break. All right, serve up the middle, backhand return. Now backhand up the line from Pegula. Forehand Badosa, cross court. Forehand Pegula into the net. It is now 30-15. Gary, G, remember that you and I and a few others remember very different days in tennis. The image of Connors putting his finger in McEnroe's face and Max swatting it away is indelible in my memory. Good word. That means unerasable. It'll mean that'll last. Does it mean forever? Pretty much. It's like a black marker is indelible. Or yeah. Love it. Good one. Yeah. Again, I really like that Steph and Nick drama last year. Pegula up 40-15. The only thing I didn't like, I never like when Kyrgios starts like really loudly swearing at people or the ref or the umpire. That I don't like. And I don't like when he talks even to himself out loud in between points when the other person is hurt. I don't like that. That they should do something about. Other than that, all the other parts of the drama I like. But I think actually a lot of the drama was the fact that Tsitsipas didn't like that he was talking in between. So Pegula holds, and we are into tiebreak. right, folks, let's get your predictions in. Let me know who you think is going to win and what the score is going to be right after this. Okay, so here we go. Badosa gets broken right away on the first point. And so mini break number 1 goes to Pegula. Pegula 3-3 this year in tie breaks. Badosa 5-3. First serve Pegula into the net. Here comes the second serve. Second serve is good. Backhand return up the middle. Backhand Pegula now. Forehand Badosa. Forehand Pegula. Forehand Badosa up the line. Backhand desperation. That's not going to land in. And mini break right back. 1-1 here. Pegula serving. Daria, hello everyone. Hello. Great to have you, brother. From India, where it is what 6:15 a.m. I believe. Kuznetsova also excruciating to listen to. I like Travis Sands grunt. It's very feminine. You've mentioned that before. Hilarious. So we got Badosa 7-4 from Emma. We got Ghost 7-5. We got Pegula 10-8. And Badosa. So no one is winning on their serves. All 3 have been mini breaks so far, and now Badosa is up 2-1. Ghost Trevisan grunts like dragging your nails down a chalkboard. Yuck, says Peaches. I think he likes the feminineness of it. That's all I will say. JPEG74 says GSL. GSL knows about tie breaks. Loves tie breaks. All right, backhand return up the middle now. Forehand Pegula. Forehand Badosa. Forehand up the line. And no, it's not. Into the net from Pegula. Now Badosa is up 3-1, folks. Jane, I like Diego's serving. Whoop. Diego Schwartzman? Okay. 3-1. Here we go. Didn't like the toss. Badosa serving up a mini break. Serve is good. Return up the middle. And now a little backhand slice Badosa off the short ball. Now forehand Pegula up the line. Backhand slice into the net from Badosa. So now Pegula back on serve at 2-3 in the tiebreak. The best, of course, is Monica Seles. That was like a warrior's call. We got backhand from Pegula, backhand Badosa, forehand Pegula, backhand Badosa into the net. Pegula now back to level at the changeover. 3-3 here in the tiebreak. Who's going to win it, folks? Man, I'm hungry all of a sudden. Emma saying some things are better unshared, Ghost. Peaches Emma, LOL. Emma, if you want to go crazy, go to YouTube and pull up Monica Seles highlights. She invented shrieking on the court. No one today comes even close to Seles and Sharapova. Yeah, Sharapova was like angry. But hey, it helps sometimes, I guess. Pegula holds, so now takes it here. I got this little itch on my side, folks. What is going on? Anyways, Pegula up 4-3 now. Badosa serving. We are on serve 3-4 now, and Pegula just 3 points away from a berth into the semifinal. Serve is good. Return up the middle. Forehand cross court is wide from Badosa. Now it's 3-5. Pegula up a mini break, 2 points away from the next round. Here we go, Badosa. Starting to get the feeling that Badosa is not going to make it through. I know it's not a very brave call when it's 5-3 Pegula, but just the way that she's moving, the way that she's kind of interacting. Oh, nice second serve out wide. Pegula kind of shanked that, and it is now 5-4. Pegula still up a mini break and will serve with the opportunity to serve it out right here. Okay, here we are. Pegula has 2 serves, and she just needs 2 points from a battle in the semifinals with former champion Belinda Bencic. First serve into the net. Here comes the second serve. Is good. Backhand return cross court. Backhand Pegula up the line. Badosa forehand up the middle. Pegula up the middle. Badosa. Now we're just going up the middle, forehands. Forehand Pegula. Badosa. Pegula into the net. Mini break right back. So it is now 5-all. Pegula still has a chance. She is on serve here. So 5-all. Still has a chance to make Badosa serve under the pressure of a match point, potentially. First serve is good. Return up the middle. Forehand up the line is a winner from Pegula. So Badosa will now serve at 5-6. It is match point for Jessica Pegula.
Match point.
And folks, I just want to say thank you to everyone. We have 44 likes and only 33 people in here. I don't know how that works, but thank you to everyone. Good job for supporting the channel. You guys are killing it. We got a battle here going now. Forehand from Pegula, forehand Badosa, forehand Pegula cross court. Badosa up the line, and it's a winner. Saves 1 match point, and we are tied at 6 at the changeover. Badosa with a big fist pump, and then a big kind of here, kind of kneeling down almost to the ground as she fist pumped. Nice shot there from both players, actually. Some really nice forehands cross court. But Badosa took the opportunity up the line, and she completed it. Nice execution. So Badosa now serving, and it is 6-all. Okay, first serve is good. And the +1 from Badosa was a wild forehand that landed about 1.5 feet long. Now Pegula serving with match point number 2.
Match point.
Can she do it, folks? Can Jessica Pegula end it on her second match point, this time on her serve? Serve is good. Return up the middle. Forehand Pegula cross court. Forehand Badosa. Forehand Pegula up the line. She makes her way to the net. Badosa backhand into the net. And Pegula cheers as she makes it to the semifinals, where she will face Belinda Bencic of Switzerland. Nice little handshake. Badosa, the much taller of the 2 players. Miss Pegula again. How does she do it? She's the #1 ranked American. She's number 3 in the world. She's insanely sturdy, steady, beats virtually everyone she's supposed to, and has tough times against players she's not supposed to, but she does have the ability to beat them, and she does on occasion. Good gutsy effort from the top seed, and yeah, going to be a good Final Four here, folks. We got, let me just double check for you. I wanted to make sure Kasatkina and Jabeur, they will face off in one semifinal, and we have Bencic versus Pegula in the second semifinal. So there we go, folks. We had 45 likes, and we have 40 people in here now. So I want to thank each and every one of you. Lots of people, lots of support from the channel. Really appreciate it, guys. Definitely stay tuned for upcoming matches. Hit that notification bell What else here, folks? I'm going to run through some comments. Real quick, we got Emma saying, Jessica, for God's sake, Badosa. Says Chris, yeah, JPEG says Peaches. Daria, what are good clay court players who are good clay court players in Monte Carlo that can be a threat to Djokovic? I'd say Sinner, I'd say Tsitsipas potentially, Zverev potentially. And Djokovic is not in his top form, right? He's not in max form, so it's no guarantee. I mean, he has the capability and the abilities to be able to win that tournament for sure. But I think it will be tough. Davidovich Fekina is another good player. Yeah, so a lot of the Spaniards, things like that. Ghost saying, thanks, Covey and chat. Thank you, Ghost. Thank you all for cheering us up. Yeah, definitely. I'll just say a quick word about our friend Lamberto before we end the stream. Emma saying, good night, Covey. Thanks for the stream. Once again, would just like to say my condolences to Lamberto's family. Extremely sorry for your loss. Goodbye. And see you for some more streams. Yes, definitely, Emma. One last time, how did she do it? Congrats, Jesse. Tomorrow against Belinda will rock. Yeah, it will be a really good one. Excited for that. Emma, I love your words at the beginning of the stream about Lamb. Thank you. Thanks, mate. Says the Hedgehog. You're very welcome, Hedgehog. Appreciate it, buddy. Go Dasha, says GSL. Thank you, Cubby, and everyone. All right, folks. So I'm going to end the stream. Just one last time. I'm just going to mention to anyone who is unaware, sorry to have to bring you the bad news, but our beloved Lamberto from Italy, 17-year-old, passed away in a car accident just a couple of days ago. If you knew him, and if this is the first you're hearing about it, sorry to have to deliver the news. If you'd like more information, you can join our Discord, which is in the description box below. There's a tab in the Discord that is dedicated to information about Lamberto if you are interested in the online funeral services potentially. But he was a very, very knowledgeable young man, very respectful, brought a lot of positive energy, was nothing but good words from everyone from Lamberto. So thank you for being a part of our family, Lamberto, and you still are and you always will be. We really appreciate what you brought to our chats, to the tennis, to the commentary, to the insights, and also just the passion and the enjoyment. And people would get excited when you jumped into the chat. So just want to say rest in peace to Lamberto, and condolences go out to his family. He will definitely be missed. Too young, definitely, to be taken from us, from your family, from your mother, your father, your whole family. So our best wishes, best thoughts, prayers, love go out to them and to you. And we hope wherever you are, you still get to watch these streams with us. So I want to just say thank you to everyone and dedicate this stream to Lamberto. Rest in peace, buddy. Long live Italy. Forza Italia. Forza Lamberto.
Bye.